You walk into work.
You see someone from your team.
You smile.
Morning.
Morning.
And for a second, it's fine.
Then you keep walking.
But they are still next to you.
Same direction.
Same silence.
You feel it.
That small moment where you think,
Say something.
but nothing comes.
And now it feels a little awkward.
Again.
So what do you say next?
These small moments at work, they happen all the time. You walk in, you see someone from your team, maybe near the coffee machine, maybe in the hallway, and you both already know what's coming.
Yes, it's always the same kind of start. Morning, how are you? Busy day?
Exactly, and the words are not difficult.
No, not at all.
But somehow it still feels a bit strange sometimes.
Yes, especially when you don't know what to say after that.
You answer something simple,
And then you stop.
and the moment ends very quickly.
Too quickly.
And you walk away thinking, that was a bit empty.
Yes, I know that feeling. It's not bad, but it's also not really a conversation.
Exactly, it's more like just a short exchange.
And I think that's why it feels different at work.
Different how?
A bit more serious.
Yes,
You don't want to say something wrong,
or something too personal.
so you choose very safe answers.
Very short ones.
And then everything stops.
Even though it doesn't have to.
Yes, that's the interesting part, because the situation is actually very easy.
Much easier than we think.
You don't need long conversations at work.
No, not at all.
You just need something small that keeps the moment going.
Just a little more than one word.
Yes, that's already enough.
Let's imagine a very normal situation.
You arrive at work,
You see a colleague,
they smile and say, "How are you?"
and you say,
"I'm fine."
and then
Nothing.
that's it.
The conversation is over.
Even though it just started.
Yes, almost every day.
But if you change just one small thing,
The whole moment feels different.
instead of stopping at, I'm fine,
You stay just a little longer.
you add something small.
For example, "I'm fine, a bit busy today."
That already feels more natural.
Yes, because now there is something to react to.
Exactly.
The other person can say, "Oh, really?" or "Me too."
And now you have a real moment.
Not just a short answer.
A small conversation.
And it doesn't take much.
No, just one extra piece.
Let's try another one.
Someone asks, how's your day going?
You could say, "Good,"
Which is fine.
but it ends there.
Yes.
So instead, you say, "It's going well. I started early today."
Now it feels more real.
Yes, like something is actually happening in your day.
And the other person can follow that.
Exactly.
They might ask something,
Or share something themselves
and suddenly you're talking.
without trying too hard.
And I think that's important at work.
Yes, it shouldn't feel like work.
It should feel light
Simple.
and natural.
I actually notice this with my own answers.
How?
Sometimes I say something very short, and I can feel immediately that the moment is over.
Yes.
And other times, I just add one small thing, and it continues.
Without effort.
Exactly.
What do you usually say?
Often something very simple, like, "I'm good, just a bit tired today."
That sounds very natural.
Yes, because it's real.
And also easy to understand.
And it gives the other person something to respond to.
Exactly.
Or sometimes I say, "I'm good, I just need coffee."
That's a classic.
Yes, and people usually smile.
Because they understand it.
And maybe they say, "Me too."
And now you have a small connection.
Yes, just from one extra sentence.
And that's really what this is about.
Not saying more.
Just not stopping too early.
Yes, because once you do that, something small starts to happen.
The conversation doesn't end so quickly.
It moves a little.
But then there's another moment.
Yes,
When you don't know what to say next again.
exactly.
At work, these conversations are always short. You don't sit down and talk for a long time. It's usually just a few seconds.
Yes, it's more like small moments during the day.
You see someone in the hallway,
Or at the coffee machine.
or just before a meeting starts.
And the conversation almost always starts the same way.
Busy day?
How's your day going?
Long day today?
Very simple questions.
And you understand them easily.
But then comes the difficult part.
Answering in a natural way.
Yes, not just answering, but continuing.
Because if you answer with just one word,
The moment ends again.
let's imagine a real situation.
You're standing at the coffee machine.
Your colleague walks in,
They look at you and say, busy day?
and you say yes,
And then silence again.
even though it could continue.
So instead of stopping there,
You stay just a little longer.
you add something small.
For example, yes, a little, I have a meeting later.
Now it feels more real.
Yes, like something is actually happening in your day.
And the other person can react to that.
They might say, oh, me too.
Or good luck.
And now you're both part of the moment.
Not just answering, but sharing.
Let's take another situation.
Morning at your desk.
Someone walks by and says, how are you?
You say, I'm good.
Which is fine.
But it closes the moment quickly.
So you keep it open.
You say, I'm good, a bit tired today.
That feels very natural.
Yes, because it's something people understand immediately.
Everyone feels tired sometimes.
I say that a lot, actually.
Really?
Yes, especially in the morning. I just say, I'm a bit tired today. I need coffee.
That sounds very real.
And people usually smile.
Because they feel the same.
Exactly.
And that's enough for a small connection.
Without saying much.
Let's look at one more.
Before a meeting.
People are waiting.
Someone says, busy week?
You could say, yes, very busy.
But again, it ends there.
So you add something small.
Yes, quite busy. We have a lot of meetings this week.
Now it feels complete.
And easy to continue.
Let's try it as a short conversation.
Okay.
Busy day?
Yes, a little. I have a meeting later.
Oh, same here.
What about you? Busy?
Yes, I have 2 meetings today.
And that's already enough.
Yes, that's a real work conversation.
Short, simple, but natural.
And that's how most work conversations are.
They don't need to be long.
They just need to move a little.
Yes, just enough to not feel stuck.
And once you get used to that,
These moments feel easier.
but there's still something that happens sometimes.
Yes,
Even when you say something, even when you add a detail,
there's still a moment where it slows down again.
exactly.
And then you're back in that same question.
What do I say now?
So, even when everything is simple, these moments can still feel a bit difficult sometimes.
Yes, especially when you're not sure what to say.
Or when you feel like you need to say something more.
And nothing comes.
Exactly.
I still have that sometimes.
Me too.
Even in very normal situations.
Because it's not really about English.
No, it's about the moment.
About being there and not overthinking.
And that's why these small changes help so much.
Because they give you something simple to do.
Not something perfect, just something real.
Let's imagine one more moment.
You walk into work.
You see someone.
You both smile.
Morning.
Morning.
And for a second, it could end there.
But you stay just a little longer.
Morning. Busy day today?
And suddenly, it opens.
The other person answers.
Maybe they say, yeah, a little.
Or, not too bad today.
And now you're talking.
Without forcing it.
Without thinking too much.
Just a normal moment.
And that's really all this is.
Small, simple moments.
That feel a little easier each time.
And sometimes it still becomes quiet again.
Yes, that happens.
But now it doesn't feel like a problem.
Just a small pause.
And then the day continues.
Exactly.
And I think that's something many people don't expect.
What do you mean?
That these conversations don't need to go anywhere.
Yes, they don't need a goal.
They just happen, and then they end.
And that's completely normal.
At work, people are busy.
They don't expect long conversations.
Just small, friendly moments.
And that already makes a difference.
So if it feels short, that's okay.
If it feels simple, that's also okay.
And if there's a small pause,
That's okay too.
because you can always start again later,
With another small sentence.
in another moment,
Maybe at the coffee machine again.
or in the hallway.
Or before the next meeting.
And each time, it feels a little more natural,
A little more relaxed.
a little more like you.
Yes, and that's a really nice feeling.
It is.
And once you get used to these small work conversations,
Something else becomes easier too,
yes, meeting new people.
because then it's not just morning anymore.
It's the first conversation,
with someone you don't know yet.
and that can feel a bit different
A bit more uncertain.
because you don't know what to say or how to start.
But the good thing is, it's not completely new.
It follows the same idea,
Simple sentences
small steps.
and staying in the moment.
So next time,
We'll look at exactly that.
what to say when you meet someone new,
How to start that first conversation,
and how to feel a little more comfortable.
even when everything is new.
For now, just notice these small moments at work.
And try one small sentence more
Not perfect, just real.
and see how it feels.
We'll talk again very soon.
Take care.
And enjoy your English.
Thanks so much for spending time with us today.
We hope you enjoyed this episode and learned something new without even noticing it.
If you like the English Adventure podcast, make sure to follow us and listen to more episodes.
And remember,
You don't need to be perfect to speak English.
you just need to start.
See you in the next English adventure.